In our last vlog, we flew from Krakow, Poland to Tirana, Albania, and that's where we left you. But a lot has happened since. Let me catch you up. So in Tirana, we basically did nothing. No camera, no editing. Well, to be very honest, we did work on a few videos, but we didn't do any exploration. All we did was a bit of rest. So after spending 10 days in Tirana, we finally took a bus to Shkodër. It's a city in northern Albania.
Shkodër is very bike-friendly city. I mean, you will see locals, tourists, everyone is riding a bike, and they have like a dedicated lane for that as well. And also, the places that we're gonna go is a bit far away from each other, so we thought we are gonna rent a bike as well. This feels so wrong. I mean, driving the bike in Albania, because we used to drive on the right hand side drive, you know, in New Zealand and India as well, and this is the left hand side drive. Oh my god, I feel like I'm riding a bike in a wrong side.
Albania is known for its beautiful landscapes, and we were like seeing mountains now and then in Shkodër, but now we are just a bit further away from the city center, and the whole nature sort of revealed to us, and it's mesmerizing. So beautiful. It's giving us like South Island of New Zealand kind of a vibe.
Oh my god, we are stopping every now and then, because as soon as the bridge comes, we see a river, and at the back we see a mountain. So Shkodër is beautiful. Hey.
We are sitting on the mid-18th century Ottoman bridge, and what we realized is, like, when you can touch the piece of history, it just hits differently, because that's exactly what happened in Sofia. If you haven't watched that video, we actually walked through the 2nd century gate, and it's just fascinating. And this bridge, so it's called Ottoman bridge because it was built during the Ottoman Empire, and like the architect of the bridge is just stunning. It just goes so well with this surrounding and especially the mountains.
Okay, just a little quick break for lemon soda and some chips.
It's so hot.
Actually, but today actually the weather is a bit nicer than the usual. The temperature is only 26-27 degree high, and usually it's like 31-32 degrees.
Also, did you notice we didn't buy beer? Instead, we are having lime soda, because we realized ever since we started going around Europe, because the alcohol is surprisingly cheap, we were having a lot of wine and beer. We are cutting down. It's so steep. It's killing us. I can't even form a sentence. I'm that exhausted.
So we are at the Rozafa Castle, and there's an entry fee 400 lek per person, and we just realized they only accept cash, and we don't have any cash left. So we're gonna go back to ATM to withdraw some money.
It is a problem because the castle is up on the hill and we are sort of midway. So now Sagar has to go down. He volunteered, so he's gonna go all the way down to get some cash.
Got the cash, let's go.
This city looks stunning from uphill. Wow, we are like surrounded by mountains. And from what we read and learned a bit, because we haven't done free tour here, that there are a couple of different empires and people who have like contributed building into this castle, because there is a hint of Ottoman Empire and like Venetian era and stuff like that. So the whole castle is like huge, few hectares spread, and there are like 3 layers of it. So I'm not sure which layer represents which era, but if you are coming to Shkodër and if you want to explore Rozafa Castle, make sure you give like at least an hour, because the whole premise is huge and like it is just spectacular. To be here and view all these mountains, ranges, these rivers, and the biggest Shkodër lake.
Okay, so off to the next one. Where are we going, babe?
There is a very little town nearby, so we are gonna go there and to the Shkodër lake.
We were just going towards that small town, and we found out this place on the shore of Shkodër Lake, and we thought let's have a bit of cold drinks.
It's very expensive.
So we just parked our bike, and oh my god, the view. I mean, Albania is beautiful, and we didn't think that when we were coming here, and we thought, okay, it's another town, there is going to be a lake, but behind that lake there is a like line of mountains, and oh my god, it's so beautiful.
I know, and like this specific mountain, there is something about it. It's just so beautiful.
It took us by surprise, to be honest.
And now it makes me think that if you are planning to come to Albania, don't expect much from the cities, because it's like a bit underwhelming, but go outside of the city and you'll find like beautiful landscapes.
Actually, Albania is known for, the natural beauty.
Makes sense.
So we are just gonna walk around the town center, I guess, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And the town itself is just so pretty, like all these cute little houses up on the hill, and this lake, man, I'm truly amazed. I did not expect this. It's next level.
We just dropped off our bikes, and we realized that today we drove around 32 kilometers. Oh my god, that's a lot.
And Sagar had another kilometer in his bag because he went to get money for us. The best way to spend your evening in Shkodër is to come to the old town. There are heaps of dining options, and it's just vibrant and very youthful.
And this old town center is like a couple of kilometer long pathway, and in the evening it just brightens up. I mean, you will see heaps of people just walking around.
Yeah, and it's not just tourists. We have seen many locals on a daily basis as
Actually,
well.
yeah.
And so this is like the old town, but there is similar street, and I am calling it a new town. Could be wrong, but it looks exactly the same, but it has more like boutique shops and more like trendy restaurants and cafes.
And you can do a free tour of Shkodër as well, but we decided not to do it this time because we realized that for the last few months we are taking in a lot of history about Europe, about Second World War, about the Romans, about Ottoman, and about everything. So
and if you have caught up with us, like in the beginning, we explained what we were doing for the last 20-ish sort of days. So we took break from everything, and we are still taking a break from getting all the information. So for Albania, we might not have all the information, and that is okay. Because from Podgorica, like Montenegro, which is our next location, we are gonna get all the possible information.
but for now, we are just taking a break from the history.
Video. Okay.
Okay.
How much? 52. Okay. $68 kg. Okay, so we are under, I mean, same weight as we left New Zealand, I guess.
That's good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, the best thing about developing countries are these little stalls that I dearly miss in New Zealand, especially. Like, all the books and stuff are so expensive, and like these books are probably old and second-hand, and that's the beauty of it. Sometimes you get those bookmarks, those sort of notes that you kind of miss in developed countries.
Walking in the old town and looking at all these cool bars and cafes, we couldn't resist. So we just sat down on one of the bars and we are having a beer.
Honestly, if you are coming to European countries, alcohol is so cheap, it's so hard to resist.
Not every European country, babe.
I mean, supermarket,
Yeah.
supermarkets are everywhere. Honestly, seriously, we have had wine so frequently during these last 5 months.
Yeah, and now we are thinking of cutting down our alcohol consumption because we are worried about ourselves.
Mom, Papa, sorry if you're watching this video. We are not getting drunk all night.